What's
It's
up?
me, Danny Kumo D from K Drink.
This is Pedro. What's up?
Alright, everybody. We'll play some DC Legends. Injustice Guys Among Us. We're going to talk about...
Yeah, don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah, I'm really excited for DC Legends Among Us. DC Legends of Tomorrow. Yeah, like... Yo, San Diego Comic Con. Yeah, Legends of Tomorrow. DC blew up in San Diego. Great shows, great movies, trailers. I mean, do you think this is going to be the month for DC?
Oh, definitely. And since we talked yesterday about Marvel, who do you think won? Because for me, I think it's a tight race between the two.
Yeah, I mean, from our last episode, because this is episode 8, part 2, and from the last one, we pretty much asked that same question. I'm still thinking we won. DC, Marvel, I think it was pretty much equal, you know, like a tie. You know, there's everybody winning it. Fans, public, you know, DC, Marvel, they pretty much got the shit going on. Like the comic books is on point with this past month. Like Civil War 2 for Marvel, you got DC with the Rebirth. So yeah, starting off.
It's a great time to be a comic book fan. That's basically what we're trying to say.
Yeah, can't go wrong with what's going on right now in the comic books. Speaking of San Diego Comic Con, DC, Supergirl. I'm excited for the next season. How about you?
Indeed. I'm still haven't caught up with the season yet. I'm only halfway through, but I think, you know, with it being moved to CW now instead of CBS, I think it could change.
Well, CW, you know you're gonna have great episodes because now she's gonna have Flash showing up at some point, maybe Arrow. You know, we already know they're gonna have them collaborating the next couple of months from now. Probably in, let's say, November, because that's usually like the CW type of thing, like before the mid-season or right after the mid-season finale. They'll just say, hey, we find one show, Legends Tomorrow. But going back to Supergirl, we have Superman showing up.
Yeah.
So, you guys love his tights?
Yeah, it's like we can't really say much. Apparently, yeah, it's just like he's like, oh, how they like him in tights, basically.
Yeah.
I think for me, I don't know why he has kind of a weird face. I don't know. It's something his face just looks odd.
I don't know. I really didn't see anything like wrong with his face. Like I don't know. Like it's just. Well, I guess I'm used to seeing that actor on Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf. Like he looks normal to me. Like I don't.
I guess, you know, it's just like till we get used to it. That's why I'm like I don't have anything against him. It's just like, oh, he looks odd. Would look at the costume.
Yeah. Some people didn't like his outfit. Some people do. I don't give a shit about the outfit.
It's a Superman outfit.
Exactly. It's plain for me. You know, you got the guy with the S. You got the blue and red colors. I mean, what more do you want? He has his cape. He's Superman.
Mm-hmm. So, like, do you think now that they cast him, is it gonna be like a series regular, or is it just gonna, you know, pop up here or there, similar to how Harry Allen's dad, Harry Allen in The Flash shows up like sporadically?
What do you mean? Like, oh, you mean like he's gonna be like a full-time kid?
Yeah, is it gonna be like full-time, or is it gonna be like sometimes shows up?
That's a good question. They haven't confirmed that if he's a full-time actor in the show or he's going to show up like, we'll say every 3 to 5 episodes.
Yeah.
And then he'll probably be in a major arc in the season. Like, who knows, some huge villain shows up and it's the reason why he's in this Supergirl show. And we're going to see him maybe battling with Supergirl. You might see him just show up and say, hey, I need to train you. I need to do what I do to teach you to learn, like, to know your powers, like, pretty much progress better than you have done the last couple fights I saw on TV. Like, yeah, in the last season, she did well, but this second season, I think it's time for her to bring her game up to another level.
Indeed.
You have anything else to say?
No, it's just like, you know, I reserve my judgment until now, so like I haven't seen the full season yet. So until I do, I'm gonna reserve my judgment. But Because I like the vibe of the show, because it's very lighthearted. It's not like this super dark and serious like Arrow does tend to be. So it's just a fun show to enjoy, and it's Supergirl. It's like we barely ever get any woman lead roles in comic books, so it's always good to have that on TV.
Yeah, I like that. We got a female superhero TV show, like from DC. It's a plus. You're doing well with the TV shows, and then having Supergirl on the CW, then mention Superman means that okay, we're gonna be branching out to a new set of characters. Like for example, Batwoman is gonna be in there, but I don't know if she's gonna be as Batwoman because she is a cop or a detective, from what I remember.
Oh, really? Oh.
So yeah, that's gonna be something I'm looking forward to. I don't know. They're gonna bring back her original boss from season 1 because there was rumors about like her traveling. She might have issues with that. I know Jimmy Olsen and the other set of characters going to return.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to second season. Like, you can't go wrong with Supergirl. For those who say, oh, it looks like a chick flick, but just give it a chance. Watch it. I mean, Martian Manhunter is in there, and now Superman's showing up. I think it's time for you to go ahead and watch it.
Exactly. That's the point.
And if you like Flash and Arrow and DC Legends one, you have to watch Supergirl at this point.
And it's like the whole superhero family now that DC has. It's basically they kind of own weeknights at this point.
Yeah, they're. I mean, look, Legends of Tomorrow. Let's jump into that. They use when Legends of Tomorrow came out, I was like, this is the show that's gonna branch out to all these different superheroes, and that's what they're doing. Now,
defend Earth.
For those who didn't see the last episode, but I'm telling you right now, JSA is gonna be the second season. Not all of them, because the guy who showed up at the end of the first season mentioned JSA, and I was like, what?
And like they were teasing, because I remember when I watched the Flash second season, they teased the JSA, and like in Earth 2, they already had a JSA over there.
Yeah, and especially at the end of the Flash season, we have Jay Garrick officially out there, and it's gonna be great seeing him out in Flash and DC Legends tomorrow. Because I have a feeling like we're gonna see him in DC Legends tomorrow, since they're going to have one guy portrayed from JSA. I mean, you got Rex Tyler, the Hourman, he's a JSA member. At the end of the first season, comes in out of nowhere. Supposedly he saved them from their spaceship.
I guess.
Their
Comics.
Yeah. So basically, Jay Garrett's going to show up at some point. That might be the intention of having all 4 shows. They're going to just have something to do with Jay. Legends Tomorrow Big Bad guys who rounded up with Captain Cold, like a Snark, Damon Dink, Reverse Flash, he was gone, Malcolm Merlin, the Dark Archer, and yeah, they're gonna be the big bad, but there's gonna be other villains showing up too. So not gonna be the only 4. Like they're gonna have.
And I think this is like these opportunity to bring back old villains that they may have not used in decades.
Exactly. Like even villains that you probably never saw in the comic books from the 90s, or the early 2000s. Maybe they were in the 70s, 80s, and you're gonna hear of them. Going into that, Flash season 3 now. Yeah. Kid Flash is showing up.
Lord Wally West.
Yes. We'll probably see Jay Garrick in that one too. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I think like it will be a wasted opportunity if they don't bring back Jay Garrick from Earth 3. I think he is from
Earth. Yeah, they call it Earth 2.
Yes, yeah, so like it'll be a wasted chance if they don't bring him back to the Flash, because they brought him to the show, to kind of to be like a memory of like all the old Flash stuff from the 1990s. Mm-hmm. So bring him back not only as.
What do you mean, Jay Garrick from the 90s?
No, because like the actor, because they brought back the actor from the 90s.
True.
To be a very honest dad. So okay, that was a cool nod. But not only that, you made him a Flash.
Yes.
So why not just be like similar to how they did in Flash 2? Like just bring him a couple episodes in the most important parts.
Capitalize on that. Bring him in. He's gonna be a great actor. Now, we know Zoom is a prisoner, so I'm trying to figure out, like, how does he escape? I mean, does Flash let him go? Does Barry has him, like, oh, go ahead, leave. I'm trying to fix my wrong. What I did this first couple episodes is going to be Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Harrison Wells, we have no idea what's happened to him because Cisco seems like he's the cocky Harrison Wells version because the particle accelerator explodes. Ramon Industries, exactly. And his friends, 90% of them seem like they don't know him, they don't give a damn about him, they don't like him, they're not even his friends. Like,
they remember him.
Exactly. The only person kind of have a feeling knowing him is Iris, and that's probably another reason for him to say, all right, I gotta go fix my timeline.
Well, because, like, I feel that, you know, cause that's integral to a show. Barry's and Iris' relationship from the beginning, like, from, like, when Harrison Wells was, like, looking at the future and, like, seeing, like, the date of, like, when he disappears in Crisis. And it's, like, Iris, West, Allen.
Yeah,
so they've already been teasing like they're meant to be together.
Yeah. So most likely we're gonna see some more of that next season. Flashpoint's probably gonna be like, I would say 3 or 4 episodes almost, because it's not gonna be a whole season. For
they were clear in saying that it's not gonna be a whole season. It's gonna be a few episodes.
Yeah, and then there's another speedster. We don't know if he's a villain. Another like their version of Flash. You know, that timeline, Flashpoint. We have no idea. We don't know what's his name. I don't know the actor portraying it too. That's another thing. Who else do we have? Okay, the father is Barry on the father, Iris the father. I'm wondering, do they know each other at some point in this Flashpoint? Are they next door neighbors? Are they neighbors from their jobs? Who knows? You know? Yeah, Barry Allen's father is a doctor. Iris' father is a cop, detective.
So, because in the first season, like Barry and Iris were really friends when like the show started, but you know their relationship definitely became closer once Barry's mom died and like they started living together.
Yeah, and it's gonna be cool. Like we see his mom, his dad, and they're all alive. They age pretty well. You know, who knows if there's something else we don't know about? Like, does somebody have cancer, or you know, is Flash is going to jail too? Because I remember
one of the flashbacks or like those that got when he won back in time.
Yeah, season 1.
That's one of the potential features.
So I was like, oh shit, is he going to jail? Because that's another thing. Because who knows? Maybe they say, oh, he killed somebody, but we'll see. Then it comes to Arrow season 5. Now.
That's a whole lot too.
That's a lot of characters coming in here. Like we got Artemis, Evelyn Crawford from last season. She tried to take the role as Black Canary, but I guess for season 5 they changed their minds. Like, all right, we need Artemis. We can't replace Black Canary. Then we have Tobias Church. He's another guy, brand new character.
Not in DC Comics.
He is villain. We don't know if he's the main villain. He like Damon Dane, Archer, the Black Archer, like type of character. We don't know. What is he? Does he have any powers we don't know of? Like anything to do with? But I remember they said that.
1 second left.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's another. Like I don't know. Is he going to be? You know, their main villain, because they're saying they're trying to go back to the Arrow first season roots.
Yeah, and we noticed that when we're looking at the cast and looking at the characters they're pulling from DC Comics. It's like it looks like they're going back to their roots, not so much the supernatural mostly, but mostly like the straight war mob mentality. And we see that Arrow in this season, he looks like he's gonna have a couple of new allies.
Yeah, new set of vigilantes. Adrian Chase, Chicago PD alum. He's gonna be probably a vigilante, from what I heard.
Yeah.
Then another new character, Detective Malone, just taking what is his name?
Lance.
Yeah, Lance. I guess since his daughter passed away, I don't even know if he's gonna be there next season though. I have no word on him. Like
no, like it's like he kind of remain silent.
Shazam. And the next thing you know, there's gonna be like some journalist named Susan coming from Coast City.
Yeah.
She's supposedly have a big story on Oliver. I don't know if that's an indication she knows Oliver. Or
but here you've missed the most important character.
Who?
Wild Dog.
Wild Dog. Yeah.
Wild Dog.
Casey Jones. Hockey master.
You
I don't
say-
know. I think Stephanie Mel loved Casey Jones so much
like,
she wanted
we
that
were
guy.
like before we started the broadcast, we started looking at like these two characters and see like if they're like DC Comics related, and then we looked at Wild Dog, and I'm surprised. Like I appreciate DC for pulling such an obscure character. Well, not that obscure because he has his own series,
Yeah.
but like an old character that not many people remember. But he's just like Casey Jones, has a hockey mask, wears like a sports jersey with a dog,
Exactly.
and he wears like army pants.
He's like DC version of Casey Jones.
Yeah.
Without the hockey stick, he has a gun.
He has a gun. Yeah, he has a gun. Yeah, he can kick some ass.
Exactly. So I'm looking forward to that. I almost forgot. Terrific. Before he becomes terrific, he's gonna be training with Arrow, and he's gonna be part of that new Arrow Team 2.0.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. They're kind of like I'm not sure if like the old team is gonna be doing their own thing. Or what's
From what I remember, they did show in that trailer. His sister returns, but I don't know if she actually suited him or not, because she said that she want to go away for a while. She want to escape all the whole war, killing, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, she might suit him maybe middle of the season, at the end of the season. We have no idea. Then Roy Harper returns, and supposedly he's going to be, I would say, what I heard is third or fifth episode. So he's going to show up at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
So that's a great. And then Felicity and Oliver. Sorry guys, no more. What do you call it? Felicity?
Felicity or.
Yeah, no more of that. No more romance.
Something like Queen in Smoke.
Yeah, something like that.
Squeen.
But hey, she has a new love interest supposedly they're talking about. So we'll see how that goes. I'm looking for an Arrow season. Wild Dog.
Wild Dog.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like such an 80s wrestling name.
It is.
Oh, this corner we got Wild Dog.
Wild Dog, man. Like, come on. Just leave it alone. Let's Wild Dog be who he is.
Oh, this corner we got
All right.
Oh, hello, Ethan. What's up? Wait, we just noticed the stream,
Chat?
Yeah, the stream chat.
Nice meeting you, Ethan.
Yeah.
Have any questions? Enjoying the show? Yeah. For next topic would be Gotham Season 3. DC stepchild TV show.
It's like
Fox.
Gotham is like the weird stepchild DC doesn't want to talk about that much.
Exactly. I saw the trailer.
Meh.
Yeah, it's like, okay, a bunch of villains. You did not say, you didn't give me any clue, like, who is your main villain? I think they showed Jim Gordon returns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Green
Yeah,
Arrow.
I'm over for a while.
True. But yeah, I was hoping, like, some other, like, some brand new villain. But you guys show us the same set of villains. But there's rumors that you might have Killer Croc in this season, your own version, and I don't care about it. Like, at this point, give me a good story for this season coming up.
Definitely.
Now, we're done with the TV shows.
Begin.
What comes to your mind for DC?
I mean, there's three big topics that happen comic for DC. Two of them being movies and two being animated. So which one you want to tackle first?
It's all of those trailers, man. Justice League, because
Yeah.
you can't talk about DC without mentioning Justice League trailer, and I love it. And Bruce Wayne go visit Flash. What do you think about that?
Yeah. I think it's really cool that they're taking Bruce Wayne as the recruiter of the team.
Right.
Because, he's like the playboy, philanthropist, and like he kind of has a charming charisma. So it's very interesting seeing him in that role. And just like that whole scene with him in Flash, it was great. Like,
Yeah, they It's like, all right, we're gonna give you guys humor. They listen to the critics. They listen to the actual fans. You know, that was awesome. Like, they went out their way to tone it down. Like, you see how Bruce Wayne and Diana is interacting with each other. If you don't know, Diana's Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's pretty cool. It's like, what did Aquaman say? You know, that was the whole thing.
I heard you talk to fish.
Exactly. And he still didn't look happy. He was like, dude, that guy was mean as hell. Like,
Khal Drogo, bro, like that dude. That scene where like the water splashes on him.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, they didn't make him be the typical Aquaman, just dive in the lake, you know, or in the ocean. I know, or he's in a ship, like boom, like he just water, like yo, that's badass. What else is that? Oh, Cyborg was in that trailer.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. Like Cyborg was like very minimal in the trailer. I would like to see more of him.
Yeah.
This is like the first live action fiction.
Yeah, but honestly, it's pretty cool. We finally see what it looks like because Cyborg is on point.
Yeah.
Like the suit, everything. I like that. So yeah, we got like Cyborg, Flash, Batman, Wonder Woman. They don't show Aquaman with them.
No. So I think it's gonna be like the wild card.
Yes.
It's just gonna be like, is he with us? Is he not with us?
Exactly.
So, funny enough, he's kind of taking the Batman role in a way. This kind of thing, like
a little bit,
the rebel.
Kinda. I mean, like I said, DC trying to revamp Aquaman for the last 5 years. You know, they want to make him look like a badass. So
yeah,
I give them props to what they're doing.
Oh, definitely. Like I doubt you can make much fun of Aquaman as Khal Drogo.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's one dude you don't want to piss off.
No, you don't want to piss off.
He feed it to the sharks, guys. And my question is, do you see no Superman? Like, is Superman's going to be in that first Justice League because it's split in 2 movies.
Yeah.
And we have no indication about Green Lantern. There were rumors about maybe Green Lantern might show up. Could be in the second movie. The rumors that they could help Justice League, like the whole Green Lantern Corps.
I mean, I feel they gotta land first the team, and then, you know, because Green Lantern, when you introduce that character, you introduce the whole galaxy.
Yeah. But I don't know, I heard somebody wanted to like say, hey, we're introducing all of them, the whole Corps. Mm-hmm. And then you'll say, okay, 1 or 2 of them say, alright, we'll be part of Justice League. And I'm like, okay, that's cool, I like that. I actually like that story. If the whole Green Lantern Corps shows up to help Justice League against Darkseid in the second movie. Because we know Steppenwolf is the main villain in the first one.
Yeah.
Who else might show up for Justice League?
I
Think of.
I mean, they got most of the current main hitters. You know, the only one that's missing is
Yeah.
I mean, I doubt they're gonna enter Arrow anytime.
Yeah.
To like such a capacity.
Yeah, because if they actually do that, the whole move for like bringing in the Green Lantern Corps, yeah, it'll be overkill. Mm-hmm. I mean, they could bring them in like maybe in the third movie, or they could actually have a Green Arrow like movie, standalone movie before he joined Justice League.
Because they have a schedule of Green Lantern.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they mentioned it like a couple years ago, but like there's no word on that yet.
Exactly. Yeah, talking about that, let's go to Wonder Woman. That trailer was pretty badass. It's set in, was it World War I or World War II?
World War I. And honestly, this is my favorite trailer. This is my favorite thing that happened at this year's Comic Con, to be honest.
Me, Wonder Woman, I don't care. Just give me some Justice League. Show some justice, Batman.
See, like I was gonna mention this in Justice League, is that I did enjoy the trailer, but like it didn't feel like a trailer. It felt like kind of like it was like grabbing clips of a movie.
Sneak peek?
Yeah, it's like a sneak peek.
Okay.
So like for next trailer, I'd like to be a little bit more epic, since it's like the first time these characters are meeting up for the first time. Mm-hmm. Just to get that feel for the next one. But I did enjoy the trailer. But Wonder Woman is a character that I wasn't sure was going to work. Okay. With the actors they got, and like being a World War I movie, I definitely loved the trailer. Chris Pine, like he was a great addition.
Yeah, he is.
And like she, Gal Gadot, however you pronounce it, she sold me as Wonder Woman. She as Wonder Woman.
Gotta watch that movie. Say yes or no to that.
Wonder Woman.
And yeah, and the similar to how they released the trailer to get like a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a very lighthearted vibe. It can get to dark tones, but it's fun. It's like that's what we need to have from DC. I feel.
Yeah.
It can go into darkness, but still has some levity.
Yeah. I think Wonder Woman's gonna be well balanced. Speaking of Wonder Woman, and then we have Justice League, then we have Suicide Squad that's coming out
That's
this
coming out
weekend.
today, basically.
Oh yeah, today, tonight.
So if you're gonna go see it tonight, despite all the critical response so far, this doesn't seem to be very good.
Yeah, you know what? I'm at the point like those critics giving it 4 stars, 3 stars, or whatever. Sorry, but they don't probably read comic books. They're gonna be harsh because look at this. Nobody got nominated for any of these movies to win any awards. Like something don't seem right. So
Well.
I'm not just talking about DC. I'm talking about DC and Marvel. Like, come on, Captain America 3. Nobody, nothing. Like fighting scenes. Like, come on. So yeah. I'm not listening to them. I'm actually gonna go to the movie theater, watch that movie, and give my own opinion about it.
Definitely.
I know everybody's hyped for the girl Harley Quinn right here.
Yeah.
You want to see that?
No worries.
So pick up Harley Quinn, New 52 comic book graphic novel. If you're such a fan, because that actually is a great comic book series. Harley Quinn. And yeah, they have Suicide Squad comic books out there too. Pick them up. Now let's get into our animated movies.
So yeah, it's a very difficult topic to talk about, which is the DC released last week the Killing Joke, and they released at Comic-Con, and they had a 2-night event for Fathom at movie theaters, so you can go watch it, and you can go buy it on DVD and Blu-ray.
Contract fulfilled.
The thing with the movie is like it's not a bad movie,
Next target.
but it's also not a great movie. And we felt that I did enjoy the movie, but everything that was for Killing Joke that was based on the comic book, that was fantastic. That was a great depiction, but they added some additions that were not part of the book, and I feel that's where the movie strays a lot, in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought it was rated R because it would show a lot of other stuff from the actual graphic novel.
Yeah.
But it didn't. It was just pretty much Batgirl getting her thing with Batman, like
The Joker.
college chick, fighting crime late at night.
So yeah, they tell you says like, oh, it's gonna be a rated R depiction of the comic book, which was okay, cool. But like, besides a couple of headshots and like a scene where they say fuck one time or shit, and it's like that really isn't that much R.
Yeah. They should have added more graphic stuff into this movie to be rated R. I mean, I'm not saying you should have your kids watch this.
Oh no, of course not. No.
But if you're gonna make it rated R, you should have made it to the point like it's extreme because you want to sell off that rated R.
Yeah.
So, okay movie.
So like, what do you want? Like, besides the R, which is not really my main problem with it. My main problem is the first. I don't know if you heard about it, but the first 20 minutes or 30 minutes or so, they added a Batgirl sequence, where it tries to expand on the character and give some insight on who she is, because the comic book doesn't really do much. And my problem with this was that the idea of having Barbara Gordon shot and paralyzed in 1988 was already very, very sexist. Used Barbara as a plot device, but instead of like expanding on like how amazing of a character Barbara is, I feel they just were kind of just submit to the fact that we're just gonna be very misogynistic and very sexist when the what's his name, the Paris character, him having made sexual comments about Barbara, sexualizing her, and just not making her a strong character. I felt like whenever she went to the point and said, okay, she could be as Batman, but no, they just made her messed up, or she got knocked out. Something happened that she was never given full potential.
Yeah, like, you know, that was okay, but you should have given us more. I mean, if you want to talk about Batgirl, yeah, have her interact with the Joker.
Yeah.
Give us something. Her father to deal with Joker, she was part of it as Batgirl. Have her investigate, you know, Joker crime, like why he's out. Like let her get close and then, you know, okay, bang, she just got caught out by somebody mentioned, oh, she has some ties. And then, yes, her father is just going to say it's a Joker to say, hey, it's going to be one bad day for everybody.
And also, the book is about a story about that Joker, and with the addition of that fractal sequence, it kind of like distracted from the whole story.
Yeah.
So like I would like to see like have Batman and the Joker be their story, featured Barbara Gordon, but like not in the way they depicted her.
Yeah. I mean, if you want it, yeah, it's like, if it had no Batgirl stuff, yeah, it would have been like maybe a 45-minute, 1 hour movie, but if you want to add more stuff, like, yeah, add Batgirl, but like, just mention some other of the Bat families, like, hey, Dick Grayson went to join Teen Titans.
Yeah.
He's Nightwing or something. Jason Todd was there, and, you know, he got killed because of Joker, and that would have been in a way, I think it would have been cool, like, they mentioned that, be the reason why Barbara started investigating Joker to lead to, okay, her father is looking into the whole Joker case when he escaped jail.
That would have been great.
Yeah, and then Joker shows up and is like, yo, stop. Bang, you know, that's it. One bad day and Jim Gordon's messed up.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there anything else you want to add in?
No, it's just like, it's definitely a movie I recommend seeing, because I think this, or just pick up the comic book, it's only like $10 on Amazon. It's just like, it was okay. It was really okay. Like, it wasn't superb and it wasn't bad, it was just, it was okay.
Yeah, it's okay to say, hey, look, Killing Joke. If you don't want to read the graphic novel, just watch the movie. It's a pretty decent animated movie. Have nothing wrong. You have two great actors, voice actors, Mark Hamill, Kevin Conroy. Can't go wrong. And yeah, was it Tara Strong who played that?
Tara Strong.
Yeah, see, so you had all-star voice actors there, so it's good to watch. Great movie. Not amazing, not the best, but it was a great movie to watch.
Good.
Well, guys, that's the end of our conversation. I hope you guys all have a good day. Peace out.
Bye.